Hi guys, how are you doing? Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. How una day? Boy, everybody just everywhere just quiet this night. I want make una help me judge this matter. I see I'm online. I don't want us to bash the guy. I just want us to be honest. And by honest, I mean really honest. This Governor Ortom Aide say if woman give you headache, you suppose marry another. Let's have a conversation, an honest conversation. We're going to look at the many dimensions available to this particular discussion. One, polygamy as a way of life of our ancestors. Two, women's rights in 2023. Three, the evolution of society. And four, and least, religious perspective. Religious perspectives come least and last because most of what we consider religious perspectives are actually tainted. You know, I heard a story and I'm going to address it tomorrow. I'm just a little bit tired now. Some pastor used a Beyonce song or something like that, and everybody was complaining. And Christians are complaining and saying the world, and I'm sitting down. I'm like, how ignorant can you be? You see, that's the problem. When you go and learn about church you go and learn about Christianity and scripture in a Pentecostal church. What do you think they will teach you? Until you sit down and study history, until you sit down and study Christian literature from even non-Christians, that's when you know what really is. It Christ that used to sit down and party with the sinners, the quote and unquote sinners? Is it Christ that a woman of no virtue, let alone little virtue, was cleaning his feet with her hair? And a religious leader said if this man knew who that woman was, he would not allow her touch him. You see, so what we have as our culture is not our culture, is our parents and grandparents' culture that they forced down on us. Our true culture predates colonialism. The true Yoruba and Igbo culture predates colonialism. Any culture you have that is after colonialism is not our culture. It's your parents' and grandparents' culture. It's just like what we believe now. We hand it over to our children, we say it's our culture. It's not our culture, it's my belief systems. So we need to sit down with these things and have a more holistic perspective. One of the biggest problems we have in today's Nigeria is the fact that we do not know the difference between foreign religion diluted with African beliefs. We mistake that as our culture. What really is our culture as Black people, as Africans, as Nigerians before the Western religion? Not Christianity. What the West brought was not Christianity, was their idea of their translation of Christianity. It's like me sitting down here and saying, draw a rich man. I did that for perspectives as one of my courses in the university. There were some artists. There was an art fair in Ibadan back then, and we had artists from all over the the world. We had British, American, Nigerian, Yoruba, Igbo, and to be able to explain what perspectives were for my project was the effect of hip hop culture on Yoruba youth. So I had to identify what hip hop culture was. I had to identify what Yoruba youths were and how it was. There was a lot of work, but that was my project back then. And I was talking about perspectives and how perspectives differ. And I had to show that people would see the same thing. 5 different people would see the same thing and translate it in 5 different ways. So I was able to gather 5 artists together, and I was able to appeal to them. I just asked them, please draw a rich man or paint a rich man. That's it. That's the assignment. Just paint a rich man. No 2 drawings were the same. The drawings were so different. It's supposed to be a rich man. The Bible says a rich man walked up to Christ. A rich man. You draw the rich man. Guess what the Yoruba man drew? He drew a man with flowing agbada holding a wad of cash with a pot belly, surrounded by women wearing the same clothes with him, dancing at a party. The American guy, he was from the ghetto. He just drew a topless man with a big gold chain around his neck with gold watches and 4 or 5 girls in bikinis hanging around him while he leaned on a Cadillac. The British guy drew a slim guy holding a briefcase, leaning against the Bentley. How come I told 2 people to draw a rich man and one drew a fat rich man, the other drew a thin rich man? Because in the culture of Oyinbo people, rich people are fit. Most British people, when they are wealthy enough, they can at least eat. They can afford to eat a balanced diet. A rich Nigerian man indulges in food once he has money. So we've got to be careful. We've got to be able to differentiate between our perspective and imposed perspectives. So we've got to be very careful with this. Now, here's my thing, yeah. If your wife gives you headache, marry another. Baba, you dey look for migraine. No. You dey look for migraine. If your wife give you headache and you marry another wife, you are not looking for another headache. You're looking for migraine. In fact, you're looking for brain tumor. Somebody says, as a PH guy, I go draw Wike in blazers and bowler hats. Straight up. Straight up. Tomorrow, if only one of those pictures survive, that is how everybody coming after that set of people will take what the Bible said to mean. Oh, this was an artist's depiction of the biblical rich man. The one we go draw 50 cents, or the one we go draw Yoruba Wambe Papa with big belly. Let me tell you something here. One of the most difficult things to deal with in life is polygamy in the modern age. Polygamy in those days was tough. Polygamy in our father's era, I'm talking about 100 years ago, polygamy was tough. There was a time when polygamy was actually advisable. When our parents had farms. There was no digitalization. There was no modernization. People didn't need education. You had land, and the more children you had, the more your ability would have been to till the land. When your mother was selling ashoke, the more children she had, the easier it would have been for her to produce, market, and deliver the ashoke. Start thinking of the careers they had those days. If you are a palm wine tapper, more children are useful. If you are a doctor, you cannot teach your children how to be doctors. They have to go to medical school. So for the 18 years they are probably going to spend getting that education, they would not be useful to you. Let me tell you something here. Most Nigerian children are not useful to their parents. In today's world, your children are mostly useless. Now you go to feed them, now you go to carry them from one place to the other. You can't compare it to when we were growing up. And you can't compare it to when our parents were growing up. When our parents were growing up, the more children you have, what your responsibility to them would be to feed them. There was no education back then. Just make sure there was food and they had clothes and they had shelter. Now the children go fetch your water. Now them go iron your clothes. Now them go do this. Now them go do that. Now them go. It was one of the reasons why I said when I was having issues with my ex, and my ex said, I'm not going to get to see the kids, but I'm going to pay school fees. I said, nah. Growing up, I was useful to my father. I washed his car. I ironed his clothes. He paid my school fees. I cannot pay your school fees and you are not useful to me. And I cannot train you how to be useful. I had a problem with that equation. I personally had a problem with that equation. But the Western world, today's world, encourages it. If you have issues with your spouse and you guys are separating, the world will say you still have to take care of the kids. Those days, nobody would, if your father tells you something, nobody would dare, even government, unless what your papa do, they very bad. Even government don't go fight your papa. Someone says, Baba, you can't bring that to Yankee or Daddy Freeze. God bless you. Why do you think I live in Nigeria? We think concern me with Yankee. Yankee, we want to enter there. Baba, just they watch Yankee now in the next 5 years. Yankee is about to experience a crisis unprecedented. The dollar is about to lose every value it had. Just watch. And when Yankee loses its power or its top on the food chart, which is going to happen before your eyes, you will now tell me whether all their 100% of their value system is right. When you live in Nigeria, there are some things that are advantageous. Nobody can put you under pressure to claim responsibilities that, for instance, I'm not seeing my kids. You can't make me pay for them. I will drag you through every court. It's as simple as that. I will not pay 1 naira. And if the children like, let them be angry with me. It's no problem. It's no problem. But these are my... In Africa, men are... We're not... I'm looking for the word. We're not... Aside from domesticated, we're not docile. You can put your word down, say, these are my demands. Lady Nantoma said, Trump is coming to savage the country. Unless Trump wants to enter this week. Once Russia and all those other countries come together and they take away the trading power of the US dollar, I want you people to tell me what you are basing that dollar on. Dollar that people will sit down today and print five. Let's print $100. You print 100 without any backing. When Gaddafi told the US government that, look, we're not going to sell you, this your dollar is worthless. We are not going to sell you oil, our oil, for your dollar. We will give you oil, you people will give us gold. Now, the rest of the world don't they team up. Russia is now going to determine the oil price. They are going to sit down on top of OPEC. By the time they are done, you now realize how worthless America is. Real estate is going to take a nosedive. You guys better, these are my predictions, but just watch over the next few months and years. Anyway, let me go back to my topic before I get distracted. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Once they come together, what is left? Europe. Then those ones will start fighting each other. Saudi Arabia, the world's largest oil producer, with the world's largest oil fields and the world's largest oil reserves, has pulled out of the dollar. Papa, una never see wetin dey come. Una never know. Make una still dey act wetin. The way una act say una go moon for America. Na so una go begin dey act say una get dollar wey no get existence. No worry, una go act, una go tire. Someone said America is pushing hard for electric vehicles now. Baba, they don't know what electric vehicle. How do you produce the electric vehicle? Let me tell you, petrol car is more fuel efficient than electric car. Petrol car, she be na the petrol wey go pour inside the motor. Now be the problem. Electric car, go and find out how the batteries are produced and how much oil is required to produce their batteries, how much oil is required to power and give the electricity, how much oil. Baba, fear go catch you. Someone says, na Saudi I pity. How do you pity a country that makes enough money from tourism? As long as religion exists, Saudi can never be poor. You are pitying Saudi Arabia that has a supergiant oil field. The money they make annually from tourism, it reach them chop, it reach them develop. So back to what I was saying, because a lot of people believe that, oh, the American way is right. I was telling you a story where I read where news agency, they apologize. 2 or 3 news agencies apologize to person where buy people, because the person not transgender, but they can't they label as she or as woman. I've forgotten what the whole story was. I was reading it today. I was like, whoa. I sent it to a few people. I was like, whoa. So you see, back to what I was saying, those days children were very valuable because they were assets. Today's children are more liabilities than assets. They are emotional assets, but financial liabilities. Let's have a conversation. How much do you think it takes to raise a child from 0 to 25 or 21, depending on the country? It will take you a minimum of $100,000. How many people ever get $100,000? Let's Google it. How much does it take to raise a child to 18? How much does it take to raise a child? Just Google it. It says, from the day a baby is born until the day they turn 18, your family will spend about $310,000. If na US, UK, just say minimum of £200,000 minimum. Are you going to make a £200,000 back from your child? How? Are you going to tell your child to be reimbursing you? So children are not liability, are not assets. They used to be assets those days. They are emotional assets. You invest your emotion in them and you get your emotions back. Sometimes you get your emotions back extra, because from the time a child is born, you are getting emotional vibes, you are giving emotions, you are getting emotions. So they are emotional assets. Financial, children are liabilities unless your parents are very poor and then you become very rich and then you take care of your parents, which happens only in Africa, doesn't happen abroad. Someone says we can go back to those days if we choose to. You see, those days you didn't have to send children to expensive schools. If you had 8 children, when Western education just started in Nigeria, you had 8 children, they'll probably go to maybe standard 6. The one we know no book, you don't go for some. Now those ones with the exception, and now teachers go come, they tell you, say, ah, this your son. He has to go to university. Oh. And that time, university will be community project for picking we get brain. Someone said it happens abroad. That's a lie. Abroad people don't take care of their parents. Forget it. Abroad people don't. If they take care of their parents, it's not to the tune of what their parents took care of them. Abroad people take care of which parents? Abroad parents, they take care of their children even in old age. Abroad they different too. So children used to be assets. So at a time when children were assets, so at a time when children were assets, because you needed them on your farm, you needed them on your poultries, you needed them on your cotton farm, you needed them on your you needed them on your ashoke factory that you'll be doing with your leg. You are producing palm oil, you are producing palm wine, whatever it is you were doing. Your children were, they will sweep the floor. There were no vacuum cleaners. You have to manually sweep the floor, sweep the compound, wash your clothes. There was no pipe bomb water, so they had to go to the river to fetch you water. So the more children you had, the more um those days parents enjoyed having children. For instance, if I had 10 children, it would be easier for my clothes to be cleaned, my food to be prepared. There will just be division. Now in my land, I will just give, as my first son turns 18 and starts preparing towards marriage, I just give him a portion of my land, of my in my house. I just give him a corner, say, okay, you build a house there. And then I give him some of my land. He goes there, he tills the land. You understand? So those days it was wonderful having many children. These days, when one child's school fees is 500,000, if you have 10, just know you are paying 5 million a term. And 500,000 naira school is not an expensive school on the island, though. It's an average school. There are schools of 2 million naira a term in this Lekki. One term, day school, 2 million, one term. So you spend 6 million a year per child. If you have 3 children, it's 18 million a year. Not boarding school, day school. How you want to make that money back? So you need to understand that the reason why people had many families and many wives was because it was financially. Someone said 2 million. 2 million are normal school, way good for all those Lekki British, American, international, that one that is in 1004. All those schools, how much do you think they pay? Do you think they pay peanuts? Lady Nantoma. So, so it was wise, it was logical for you to marry more than one wife. My grandfather told me that when he got to a stage in his life, his mother told him to have a second wife. His mother came to meet him and said, it is time. Corona no follow. They talk school, wake cost, they talk corona. Like so I don't know anything. American International School, now that one be school. Lekki British. So those days, now your mama go even come and say, you don't reach to get a second wife. Why are you still only with your first wife? So your mama go village, go bring another babe, say now your second wife with this. Oh yeah, begin to give her belly. Someone says in America, schools are free, only university. Schools are free, but it's not easy to raise child in America too. Now, I've been through, my dad is polygamous. And I've been through a divorce before. And at a point, to be very honest, I considered polygamy. I was no longer emotionally vested in my former marriage. We're having a lot of issues. So I said, you know what? In my hypocrisy, make I even break this table. A lot of my colleagues were going to Kenya to get women pregnant in Kenya and have children in Kenya. A lot of guys were doing it. Someone feel on me, they stretch and give me. Say, make I go Kenya. Just put small money together. Marry one Kenyan babe. Start a family there. Me, the Nick Paro, I will not lie. I thought about it. It was tempting to get those fine Kenyan girls with big forehead and big yash. I was like, Omo, it makes sense. So I was playing with it, but it sounded too stressful. It sounded more stressful than, first of all, I didn't have that much money to be able to comfortably have two families. One family go to Kenya and they go there comfortable. Another family will be in Nigeria and they'll be comfortable. You understand? I thought about it. I met one Kenyan girl that time. You know, I just follow around, talk. Someone said my explanation is true in Nigeria. Is not true in America. Wilfred Asuko. Wilfred. There's nowhere in the world where raising the money you use to feed children in America and clothe them and take them for all their extracurricular, it pass school fees for Nigeria. Raising children abroad is not free. It's not even cheap. So anyway, back to my story. So I considered it. I thought about it. I never actually dated a Kenyan girl but I met one Kenyan girl. I just had a few conversations with her. I just realized these people, the way they think is different from the way we think. She was quite pretty, big forehead, big eyes, normal Kenyan vibe. And I thought about it. I'm like, if I give this girl belly now, marry her for Kenya, how many times a year do I have power to be going to Kenya? Money to be going to Kenya. So who would they service the girl when I know they're around? So me, I go there with my wife for Nigeria. Another person could help me service this one for Kenya. I think I calculate just enter. Also, what's the benefit of having a Kenyan family? Just so you have another family. Guys, they do them. Because Nigerian wives, to be very honest, are some of the worst. To be very honest. And I'll explain to you why. Nigerian wives get attitude of Americans, but don't have the advantage of the Americans. Nigerian girls these days girls would want you to take care. They are called a hybrid. You see, American babe will take care of herself and give you attitude. Nigerian girl, you go take care of her and she go give you attitude. Those, our mothers, you will take care of them, they will respect you, they will humble before you, they will submit. That was the advantage. It was expensive to marry an African woman, a beautiful African woman, but it was affordable. Sorry, it was the advantage was they were respectful. When they need, they will serve you, they will kneel down to serve you. Anything you want, they listen to you, they respect you. The average traditional home, if your wife goes to report to you, the first question they ask is he feeding you? Is he taking care? As long as he know they beat you, say in they feed you, say in they take care of you, they buy you clothes, they give you money. No, you are okay. So the American woman, on the other hand, is going to give you the attitude. She's not going to respect you, but you don't need to take care of her. So you, where they look for woman will go contribute to your economy or not make unnecessary demands on you, you go marry a abroad woman. Some abroad women take it as an insult if you pay for their meal or dash them money. They say that's why Nigerian boys, they arrange South African girls. But South African boys know they dash their girls money. So a Nigerian guy will just go to a club. I don't do me before. I don't buy girl drink for club before. Normal girl with this went on some educational stuff. Normal fine girl, cute girl. Met me at the place where just went to the bar. But I said, wow, I've never bought me a drink before. The girl won't follow me go house. Now me begin to caution her and say, lady, calm down. Beautiful girl. Now me begin to caution her and say, auntie, no, it's not like what you are thinking. I just bought you a drink because you're a nice girl. I say, yeah. Let me get to know you better. Let's go home. I'll call my mom and tell her I'm not coming home today. I think say that play. So you are now dealing with a hybrid situation. You are dealing with a Nigerian girl that 1 naira she no go bring. Or she will bring only the money that is convenient for her. The average Nigerian girl is your money is our money, my money is my money. But then they want to give you American attitude while you are feeding them. To me, it was a problem. If I'm feeding you, you must be submissive. If you are contributing 100 and 50-50, the two of us are taking care of the house 50-50, then you can afford to have an attitude. How is somebody that I'm feeding developing attitude? So there was a point in my life where I actually considered polygamy. I had a word with my father. My father told me, he said, you cannot do it. At that point, he was even telling me, fix your marriage, you cannot do polygamy. By then, you see, that's why when people say Daddy Freeze left his wife and followed somebody else, Papa, I'd been through so much till then. The marriage don't buy since. We just did they manage ourselves. You know work. We shall they manage them. So I played around with a lot of ideas. Some of my friends, and guess what? They were also my ex-wife's friends. So they'll come and tell you that, Papa, you don't ever think of to make you get another family abroad. I thought of the abroad. I went to abroad, met a couple of girls, interviewed them for prospective. You want to be my second wife? Not directly, but the attitude where I see. I visited one girl, one of my guys. We went to Paris, I think, and then we had to go to London. So the guy get babe for London. He no tell him babe saying they come. I just they try twist the story so that I don't go know who be the real actor. So we popped in London to give the girl a surprise. The girl no follow us fight, or she wasn't. She just said, "Oh wow, you just came in today. Oh, you should have told me because I'd already scheduled a girls' night out." Anyway, there's some oats in the microwave in the oven. Make yourself some oats. I'll be back. I'll try to come home early, like 4 a.m. I said, the guy said, yeah, but I came here with as a surprise to you. The girl said, yeah, but I can't cancel the girls' night out. That's the day I wrote it down in my life. Any woman I marry can never do this girls' night out. Now, so me and my guy sleep. The guy too, yeah. I just the look guy say, Abo Yawiri, Abo Ribuku Fe buy any. You too. You don't go lock your door, so make the girl sit down. The guy can't ask the girl, say, okay, can't I come? Now the girl won't begin the phone. Let's say, you know, here say, I tell you, say, nah, girls' night out. What are you coming to do? I just look and say, this one now I want you to do second one. I won't keep myself with that. It's like the headache I have in Nigeria is not enough. I want to have more headache. I say, I don't care, Niger. So the more I saw or I exposed myself to women. Someone said, but there's nothing wrong. To you, there's nothing wrong. To me, there's everything wrong. My wife cannot wake up one day and say she wants to go and do girls' night out. What kind of nonsense is that? As in how? If you want to do night out, me and you go night out. Now when the America, they don't make all sorts of nonsense look normal to una. Una don't collect and say, yeah, it's normal. It's not normal. Can my mother tell my father that she wants to go and do girls' night out? As in, I dey try imagine wetin my mama go chop belle full, come tell my father kind thing. Girls' night out call. Children's night out ni. Someone says, but you can do guys' night. That's where me, I'm now different. Any night out that I cannot come with my wife, I'm not doing it. I like being balanced. Wait till I no go collect from my wife, I no go give her. I don't do guys' night out. You don't ever see, since you don't they follow me, don't see me go do guys' night out before. They think I'm not. So any night out where me and I dey encourage married people to do it. Now girls' night out, now you go see wetin no concern your wife. Una go dey tell una self sorry in the future. Na very nonsense thing. So me, I know they do. If I want to do night out, I carry my wife. Wilfred Asuko say marriage is not bondage. She has freedom too. That's the freedom. That's abroad now. That's how people think. Now in Nigeria, your wife go night out. Baba, normal me, if I dey run nightclub, say my wife no fit do girls' night out. Go see wetin happen. When I tell you people say I cannot live abroad, people think I'm talking nonsense. Baba, I no fit. You get wetin I no fit take. They don't make una docile. Una don't do. From Nigerian man go still put him foot down. Say, where are you going? Where are you going? Which will be night out for married woman? Someone say it's happening in Nigeria. It cannot happen in my house. There are many things happening in Nigeria that will never happen in my house. Me nigba. Ademaja, we go fight, we go quarrel. And if they sit us down, ask us, say, wetin happen, make you tell them, say, me and my husband, they quarrel because he say no ladies' night out. Make you see how your villagers go judge am. You cannot compare a culture where most of the women are single and baby mamas and single mothers to a culture where most women are married. We've imported all this nonsense. So it's nothing like we will go to that out together. You want to go clubbing? Tell me the day. I will clear my schedule. If your friends are having an event, I will go there with you. And anytime I'm ready to go, we get into the car and we live together. Me, Papa, you know how many married women where I don't see for girls' night out? I used to run a club before. You know, see that girl we come here that day reminded you of 2004 when I used to run club. Not many of my friends' wives will come with their friends to do night out. Where my guys go come, they use our offices, they arrange them. Because Papa, the babe go just get up, say she won't go toilet. One sharp guy go just block her. We had private rooms in the club those days. And I dey see them, they arrange married women. I dey see them, they arrange married women. And I dey see married men too, they arrange babes. So that's why I said, you know what? This clubbing thing, if I cannot go with my wife or my daughters, I'm not going. Even me as a man of God, it's a very, very delicate thing to go to a club. If I cannot go with my wife, some men allow it, it's their business, it's okay. But waiting you go allow, and waiting me I go allow, not be the same thing. We don't have to be the same. But me, I'll tell you what does not work for me. It does zero. Now World War you won't start. It's we or forget it. Somebody said, Daddy Freeze, please, oh, some married men will hear this and generalize all married women. Baba, all married women, once alcohol don't dey your system, you go begin to misbehave. Some of them, nothing will happen in that club that night. They will exchange phone numbers. They will go and meet in the hotel 2 weeks later. Make we leave all these things and nonsense. I ran a club now. Ask those people where they run club, where they honest. 60 to 70% of married women that go clubbing, they do things. They no go ever admit they do things. They do things. Wilfred say, when your wife has enough at home, forget that thing. She has enough from the same one. But let me tell you something. Alcohol, they dampen things. Oh. Your wife will normally not want to do certain things. When they pump her with cocktails. By the time they don't give her like 3 or 4 sweet cocktails, her head will not begin like this. And let me tell you, once women begin to drink, they are that place go begin to get small water. So go they totori them, Papa. They will regret it. Someone says not true, no problem. Me, Sha, I don't tell you my own. Anyhow, you want to run your own package for your own house, run them. I know if it discourage you. But me, I dey tell men, and I dey tell women, say, if you dey married, make you no do girls night out. Oh, it doesn't help. It dey complicate things. Someone says I dey feel insecure. Me, we run nightclub, I dey feel insecure. Insecure that what? It's not insecurity. Those are my demands. What are you going to? I've discussed this before. What are you going to do, girls? Of all the things you can do in this life, waiting with girls night out, they go bar, go drink with girls. Okay, if you want to call her insecure, call her any way you want to call her. Now insecure, no problem. You shall know they go. Simple. Someone say, whoever no go club well, I no go understand. Come be this world of where they spike people drink. Do you know how easy it is to spike a girl's drink? Just stretch out your hand to greet her like this. You don't drop pill for her drink. Just, hey babe, what's up? The pill they here. Hey babe, what's up? Just drop her for the drink. Distract her eye. She go drink and begin before you know it. If you want to do birthday party, waiting happen to the whole day. Why must your birthday party? Are you a vampire? Why are you doing birthday party at night? You be vampire. This culture of doing birthday parties at night. Calling it insecure is reverse psychology. God bless you. Okay, it's insecurity, no problem. We are all insecure. Let's learn how to be insecure. Insecurity is good. Insecure is good. Please, let's be insecure. So let's go back to the topic before we get distracted. Yeah. When you now start thinking of having more than one wife, you now start realizing that Daddy Free say, if I live for Nigeria, I will not allow it. Someone saying in America, everything happens at night. You know, anyway, so let's talk about your wife giving you headache, because that's the point of contention, the bone of contention. Your wife, they give you headache, you can't go marry another wife. Bye-bye, eh? Do you see those days, marry another wife look like acquiring a property for a man. It's different from nowadays, when a man would meet a woman and two become one. Those days, a man would go to the market and bring home a wife. That is why you have those sayings that you marry a wife. In Nigeria, abroad, a man meets a woman and the two of them become one. Now, look at that girls' night out thing, for instance. If I marry a girl abroad, if I marry an American babe, I know say she must do night out. Oh, sure, how go stop her? No way she no go calculate her. But that American girl where I marry go bring contribution to the family. I'm not going to have to take care of her and her aged parents and build. No. We work together. My problem is when a Nigerian girl wants the American girl behavior, but then believes that you must still feed her and take care of her and pay her bills. So, someone says, society has moved on. Our eyes have been open to understand that polygamy is a disgrace, to be honest. Polygamy is not a disgrace. Someone said, DF, women abroad contribute. They contribute to. Polygamy is not a disgrace. It is stress, but it is not a disgrace. You can't call it a disgrace. And I'll tell you why. It is still in its own way or form allowed. Polygamy is not entirely bad, but if you are going into it because you want more knacks, you will enter trouble. One of my guys, we get 3 wives, called me one day, say in one use one of my guys' guest house. I say, who you want carry go guest house? He say just want carry one babe. I say, Papa, you get 3 wives. He say in 3 wives they do period at the same time. Baba, woman go embarrass you. Now so their destiny be. Woman go embarrass you. So you get 3 wives, unto say you won't get 3 different knacks, and the 3 of them come tell you at the same time, say, Baba, that they see this thing at the same time. You go run mad now. You go run mad. So, if you have more than one wife, what exactly do you intend to gain from more than one wife? Do you, as in, so when you have problem here, you run there. You see, those Muslim countries where they have polygamy, they have submissive women. But the worst thing you can do in this life is be married to 2 women that are not submissive. You will not live long. If you marry 2 women that are submissive, you will enjoy polygamy. You marry 2 good women that are submissive, you will enjoy polygamy. Baba, in 2023, where you want to see submissive woman from first, come be say only you go get 2. Only you go get 2 submissive women. Where you want to see them from? How many people get 1 submissive wife? Let alone 2. Let's learn to be telling ourselves the truth. Someone says, my own submissive. The day you bring in a second wife, now you go realize, Wilfred, the day you bring in your second wife, that's the day you realize that your first wife is not submissive. She's submissive to the plan you have. Any change in your plan, the submissiveness is withdrawn. Taste buds too is submissive. But you think I will bring in taste buds way if she sleep, dream, say, I chase woman for dream. She know they talk to me for like 2 days. Come be say I chase woman for real life. Someone says, how about instead of submissive, you look for cooperative? When you are looking for polygamy, submissive is necessary. Submissive is not entirely necessary in a marriage. You can marry and not be submissive and still figure it. But when you want to marry 2 women, they have to be submissive. Because how you want to tell one person, say, you want to go bring another woman, come. If that person no dey submissive, I hear it bàjẹ́ nìyẹn. I hear it bàjẹ́, your life don't spoil with that. Say you no dey submissive, you go on fail obìnrin, as in you marry another wife. No try am. No try am. One of the criteria of polygamy is submissive women, and you will not find, unless you are so rich that somebody wants to, like for instance now, if I were Tinubu's son, for instance, as Tinubu don't become president now, enough chairmen go they lobby say marry my daughter, marry my daughter. Now Tinubu's son Sheyi is married, so he might not be a good candidate, but imagine Sheyi was a bachelor or Sheyi was a divorcee. This kind of time when Papa be president, you go see submissive women tire. You go see submissive women tire. Now their papa go carry them and give you. You know, there are some women that all they want in their life is LV life. They want to be able to go to the LV store. They want to be able to fly private jet. They want to build a house for their parents. All those things are bintinat. What's that? What's a house for your parents in the village? How much does it cost? Let's say 300 million. You want to tell me that some of these people cannot afford 300 million in 3 places? And to be honest, you don't need 300 million. Just 150 million for village. They go give them a house. Have children. Send them to the best schools. Make sure your wife is always in her Gucci. Make sure your wife is... But by that one, your life will not be cut short too. Because you and the woman don't sit down. There's no... It was never done because of love. I want to have you as a wife. So now respect. I call you, you answer twice. Any mistake like this, now your parents will come beg on your behalf. Now softer life. Baba, you get girls for village we don't suffer. Beautiful girls. Curvy. Everything where you are looking for in a woman. But they not suffer. Hard life. So you go just come, remove the girl from... Girl will never enter aeroplane before put her for private jets, blah, 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 blah. However, condition, you go just give her condition, say like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. On behalf of the family, she will submit. Good, well-behaved girls, you can enjoy polygamy. But poor man, another thing, polygamy is not for poor people. You don't pay your bills, finish, poor man. You won't go marry another bill. As a good they give you this advice, Seth. The one where you carry for house, you don't finish the bill, you wasted the owe. Where your salary go end, your months go end, you go take overtime, borrow yourself money. IOU, now they call them. That IOU, they're supposed to call her I owe myself. I owe myself. You, when they take IOU from your office, you won't marry 2 wives. Wait, second wife. As a poor man, you are not supposed to be allowed to have religion. You are not supposed to also be allowed to have polygamy. It's not a choice for you. Poor people are not supposed to be allowed to be spiritual. Because everything they will wrong go that spiritual, and they will use and collect the small money with their hand. Someone said girlfriend was past 2 wife. Now lie you. Girlfriend na girlfriend. You go just put down for waiting. Baba, financially, girlfriend no bad past second wife like that too. But some people now believe that it is adultery. Like I always said, I'm trying to see where concubinage, having a concubine or a lesser wife, is considered adultery in scripture or is considered fornication. And they always say, they allow Igbo people to translate Bible where they write among polygamous people. Don't forget, say Jewish people were polygamous. Abraham was polygamous. Abraham not polygamous. Was David not polygamous? Was Solomon not polygamous? Then white man when they marry one man, one wife, can teach you about Bible. I want na nonsense. He go teach you now. He go teach you in culture. Tell you say na so God talk am. So me, to be very honest, instead of taking a second wife, if I ever had any issues with my wife, I will have a mistress, not a second wife. I will have a mistress any day. I don't talk am. Because there is no tie. And me and that mistress will go sit down and say, look, now enjoy with the enjoy, and our company will keep ourselves. Oh. No carry belle. Oh. No carry belle. Oh. Somebody don't come put an account number here. Make I just come out time for this life. I see no one gets self. As a poor man, you should not be afforded the privilege of having a religion. What do they use religion do? Someone says, of course, I cannot have either a second wife or a mistress. But instead of make I go tie my destiny to another woman, I will rather. Someone said, do you think mistress no one turn wife? She no go turn wife. How? My wife at home has to fail very badly for me to convert a mistress to a wife. I don't remove the guy. Baba, if you get mistress, at the end of the day, none of them good. None of them good. I say mistress that will not be pregnant. Yes, none of them good. Someone, George says, without religion, there will be chaos. Why is there no chaos in China? Why is there no chaos in the UK? You've forgotten that the UK is irreligious now. From last year, Christianity became a minority religion. Where is the chaos going to be? Why do you like to give unnecessary credit to waiting to happen? China, population of China is 1.7 billion. The whole of Africa population don't reach China, and they are irreligious. It's an atheist state, and they don't have crisis. Make you stop to the lie, give yourself. Now your pastor, they use you chop, they tell you say religion they important. One day religion no they important. I'm not saying don't serve God, though, but you see, when you are poor and you are serving God, especially in Nigeria, they use your head because you don't know God, and you are too poor to acquire knowledge to understand God, because it takes knowledge to understand God. And they won't no carry this matter enter church. Now my own submission be that. Second wife, better mistress if your wife permits. Where you want to see the wife will permit? Where you want to see the wife? Now they talk this thing like say Ferrari good, he remain if they go sell them to you. Know how much they sell Ferrari? $500,000. You want to buy a brand new 2023 Ferrari? If you come from a community where women are submissive and they understand polygamy and they understand their place, Baba, they go run you mad. Oh. Imagine say you get 2 wives, and let me tell you what you are doing to each of them. If your wife goes to someone like me, normally where I know they allow girls' night out, If my wife goes to girls' night out, I go to fight am on to say, why are you going out without me? But if I'm married and my second wife goes out to girls' night out, I go to marry say, hey, I wish she could go they do wetin I dey do to am with this other wife. Papa, na headache. Make una stop to dey give una self headache. Unnecessary headache. Now my gist today be that I said I was not going to bring anybody live today. Only me go do monologue. You don't take since I do monologue. But as you say, when I enjoy, I have 530 people watching on Instagram, about 85 on TikTok, 107 on Facebook, and about 87 on YouTube. Someone says, Daddy Freeze, please be sincere with me. Are you a Christian? See what's in concern inside the whole matter with the ground. They don't use religion to enslave you. And by the way, yes, I'm a Christian, but my kind of Christian is the antichrist of your own. The opposite of your Christian. So that was my monologue for today. Tomorrow, someone said, bring the gist, make the gist plenty. Please, buy stars. I never buy my stars since. Even on TikTok, I no send me any gift. Someone say DF and his archaic worldview. No problem. Your own worldview way they normal. When you enter the trouble, now me you go still call and you go pay me money to give you counseling. I tell you for free. Archaic worldview. Baba, because I do not conform to the stupidity of this generation does not mean I'm archaic. Send money gone for TikTok. I don't even advertise them. If you're watching on TikTok, share the video. Send me your gifts. Today I just wanted to do a monologue and see if I can share my opinions with you people. Tomorrow we'll gather again and we'll have guests. I'm also thinking of bringing Matthias. Matthias is always challenging pastors. So Matthias is going to come either tomorrow, that is Thursday, or Friday evening. I'm trying to work it out. Someone says, what do you think of Yule Doche deleting his old post? I don't want to talk about Yule because he went through a lot, so let's respect him. Let's respect him. Someone said, please continue with monologues. Are you serious? When I enjoy a reach like that. Anyway, guys, take good care of yourselves. Love hanging out with you guys. That was a spectacular evening. I was more, instead of engaging calls. What about the hookup? Do you guys really like it? Tomorrow is not Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Wednesday. So let me go and someone said, Daddy Free, send your account. That is so nice. Oluwatobilaba, where are you? Bolewa. Are you serious? I just finished the live now. I just say make I check you. I'll call you in 5 minutes. So do we do hookups? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Tomorrow cannot be Wednesday. Today is Wednesday now. All these American people, they carry us go back. I usually do my monologues when I preach and teach. Someone says, Daddy Freeze, I'm very close to your cousin Latif. Which Latif? Which of the Latifs? Today is Wednesday in Nigeria. Thank you. Today is Wednesday in Nigeria. Someone asked for my account number. My account number is 100-131-7326. 100-131. Lati. You call her Latif. My cousin are Lati, no be Latif. Lati. Olaniyo. Now my cousin be that too. My brother. Where is Blessing CEO? She's fine. I spoke to her the other day. She's doing quite well. It's Tuesday night for America. It's Wednesday in Nigeria. Hookups and monologues. People like hookups. Hookups and monologues. Yes. So you people want more monologues? I thought you guys enjoyed the discussions. Let me even sample your opinions. Monologues or discussions where everybody gets the opportunity to talk. Zenith Bank 100 1317326 Zenith Bank. If I die, you're lying there. Make I even see whether anybody go. All of them, so they go ask for your account. Oh yeah. And they watch, they monitor the accounts now. Oh yeah. Monologues are better. Are you serious? Thank you, Jerry, Esther, Mori. Esther, you were here. I was just wondering, where's Esther? And I don't even see Esther. Anyone is cool, but I like Sugar Destiny. Sugar Destiny is my sweetest sister. She know they vex and they always fight her, man. She know they ever vex. Sugar Destiny is a submissive woman. If you marry Sugar Destiny, hey, if you get second wife, she don't go kill you. Sugar Destiny will allow her husband put a piercing for her. That one, a very submissive woman. You go enjoy her well. Everybody say monologues. Sometimes your guests are noisy. Are you serious? Okay, so I'll be looking for one day in a week where we'll be doing monologues. Somebody don't send something. Wow. Shehu. Oh. This is the first time in a long time when person asked me for my account and he put something substantial. Be like say this monologue switch. I go they do monologue more. Shehu. Oh Shehu. God will bless you. Person just listen to my live and just send 100K. Straight. I never seen this kind of thing before. I don't think I've seen it in at least a year. Where person will just ask for your account number, just put 100K. Good people still did this life. Oh. So, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. I love being appreciated. Everybody loves being appreciated. With the amount of work with person they do, sit down here for night, they give you gist. Monologue is working. That's why I said nice topic. Yeah, Shehu, thank you. Everybody hail Shehu for me. Shehu, oh. Someone said I can do better. No need to talk. The account number they there. You can do better. The account number they look you. You say you can do better. And the problem be say, someone said the power of monologue. And the problem we did there be say the person no come mention the name. It all hide. Oh man, people where they shake places, they know they complain too much. Wilfred Asukwo, my lovely brother, God bless you. Huh? God will bless you, Shehu, especially as you surprise me. Because you don't just put 2K, 3K, you just go straight for the jugular. Someone said, but I like Samaria. Oh, let me tell you, the girls I really enjoy on my live. Samaria. Sugar Destiny. That you always bring, I'm trying to remember all the other ladies. Ebiere. Did you always get perspective? Remy. Someone said only Samaria and Remy. No, all of those ones I mentioned. Ebiere, Remy, Ada Blessing, Samaria. I did gbadun them gone. I did gbadun them. Who else comes to my life regularly? Mention all the ladies. Debbie doesn't come all the time. Rita Gambia is very good for Bible. Wow, but when it comes to live and entertainment and gist, nah, Bookie too they try. Bookie short Lady Nantoma. Those are women where their gist they always sweet. Maybe because I've never really asked Rita Gambia too many questions. You know, Ada doubles as both. Ada will do Bible and do secular. Rita Gambia does Bible and does it excellently well. Wowza. Ay. Wowza. Someone say how much Mr. Shehu do 100K. 100,000 naira. Oju Olakpe. Mysticness. John. For guys, John na my number one. Once John come like this, everywhere they scatter. John. Waiting me that in slogan again. A responsible man or something like that. Wowza. If I call Wowza now, one day Wowza called me and we're gisting for like 30 minutes. I tell her, say I go call her back. I never call her until today. If I call Wowza now, she go begin the gist that gist. Like anywhere you gist with Wowza, she go just press break. The next time you call, she no go back from that spot again, like Netflix. She go just continue. Upright man, yes, an upright man. I don't sabi John. John, I want to remember the guys that really contribute. And John, John is an upright man. Okay, I don't mention Samaria. Bongoli, Peter and Bongoli. My problem with the two of them is they are politically inclined. So their gist sometimes they always follow political angles. Sean Leeds, yes, Sean. Where is Sean today? That's strange. Where is Sean? Where is Sean? Ikechukwu to the try. Sam Clef doesn't. Sam Clef comes once in a while. Simply Vic now my brother for Free Nation. Simply Vic now my tightest brother. Where is Simply Vic? Jiga too now my brother. Jiga now my their own space now brotherhood. He passed all these ones. Peter has some very funny stories. I know. Obake Solo. Brume. I never see Brume. Guys, help me check up on Brume. Is he okay? I haven't seen him in a while. You know, once we closed the Daddy Shoki, they bring some sweet gist. Once we showed the So to another wonderful guy. Once we closed the, what's the name of that show? Clash of the Supporters. I lost a lot of my, all them Bookie, no, I say Bookie, all them, all those ladies and the Oko and everybody. I lost all of them. Did you have issues with you guys? No, we're cool. He was in my house the other day. Wole Arole is a one-off. He comes once in a while. PT is my brother. Priye. Ebiere, you said you and Priye grew up. One day I even asked you about what Priye was like when she was a child. This one where she's stubborn as old woman. I can only imagine what she was like as a child. Okay, let me come and be going. Thank you very much, Sheu. Diary of a Canadian Mom. Do something to bring them back. I'm thinking about it. I love the Clash of the Supporters, but it was a bit too volatile for me. Ebiere said she was very timid and quiet. I'm going to report you to Priye. Priye was a bit stubborn. Was timid. Talk about him and the 500K thing. What's Vidoma? That's my sister. How did I miss? I still spoke to her today, by the way. Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah. This story, no, the end. Everybody good. Hey, somebody don't send me stars. Make I go check. Oh, big shout out to Chibuzo. Now Chibuzo Wokole. Now my most regular star buyer. Make una greet Chibuzo for me, Chibuzo Nwokoye. They always remember me and appreciate me. Harry K, thank you so much. All of you sending me gifts on TikTok, thank you so much. Big shout out to Chibuzo Nwokoye. Use them as jury on topics. You see the problem? I'll think about it. Anyway, guys, Coco Boy. Coco boy. I love that guy. All right, guys, let me run off. Take care. God bless. Esther Mori, thank you so much for always being there. I've never seen Esther Mori before. One day I will do phone call. I have to see Esther this week. Esther, you have to go and wear your hair, do makeup so I can see you, because I cannot be chatting with you and I've never seen you. We've never done video call before. At least all these ABA, even if I've never done video call, I've brought them to my life. I said, Esther, it's your assignment. You must, and don't run away. So take care, guys. God bless you. Loved hanging out with you guys. Can you imagine today? I don't curse anybody. I be I curse. I don't shake way for anybody today. One of my friends talked to me today. He said, Daddy Freeze, I watch your Sunday teaching. You don't really shake way for anybody. You don't lose your anointing. I can't say, where you supposed to be happy? Say I don't shake way. Say you don't shake way for anybody. You don't lose your anointing. Anyway, guys, lovely hanging out with you. Esther Mori, God bless you. Peter Ebojele, you're here. Thank you so much. Coach Wilfred Asuko, God bless you. I tried today, only me talk for 1 hour, 17 minutes. Oh yeah, but I did talk, Sha. Non-stop, I did talk for 1 hour, 17 minutes. Oh boy, I did yarn. Ezekiel ministry, a good distraction. Take care, everyone. God bless.